What up, 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 what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is they went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. What?
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
Introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Well, you gonna run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's how I do this song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. This what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Woo, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Murder was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Murder was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he would start talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Cliff, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. Well, he had it on look like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Yana Van Zam's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup, clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. Yeah. Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs, and I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it too. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy.
What's up, y'all? What is up, y'all? Y'all get it here. What is going on? Give me a second. What's going on, y'all? What is up? What is up? What is up? What up? What up? What up? Let me get myself situated here. Oh, Jesus. All right. I think we might be about ready. Hold on. Let me clean my camera. What y'all got going on? Shondo to you and yours. Y'all put some Shondos in the chat for me, please. Put some Shondos in this good chat so I know that you're here and all of that good stuff. All right. I had to go get some popsicles, y'all, because I was craving some popsicles, right? So I got some. All right. Here we go. Here we are. Hey, ho, ho. What's going on, y'all? I miss y'all, too. I know I've been gone for a few days. It was a holiday weekend. Shondo, y'all. So this is what we eating. This is our snacks for the day. Johnny Pops. Sits. Thursday starts Pride Month. Let's eat some of these. These are, I think, organic rainbow fruit snacks. They're actually really good. I got like three left, and I'm gonna be fat and eat all three of these in one sitting. Judge a mammy, don't judge me. I don't care. Anyway, so what is going on, y'all? Ooh, mm, oh, that's good. Mm, oh, that's good. Mm. Now, the key is I got to eat them fast enough so the other two don't melt. Mm. Anyway, hey, y'all. Hey. They're so good, though. They're all nice and festive looking. They're so good. I got these from, I think I got them from Publix. I think I got them from Publix. No, I'm not eating the whole box. I already ate some. It's only three left. I don't even remember how many came in the box, but it's only three left. Ravine, you always coming in here judging me. Rolling up in here judging me. Anyway, let me say hey to y'all now that y'all are in here. What's up, Jason? What's good, bruh? Budgets, weights, Tracy W. Cam's is here. That's one of my hall monitors. Hey, boo. Cams, where you been hiding at? I haven't seen you in the chat a lot lately, Cams. I'm gonna have to call you and get you together and straighten you out. Hey, Janae. Hey, Volvo. Hey, Cookie. Ravine. Mm-hmm. There go my boo Morgan. Mm-hmm. You be doing that with the crunch ice cream bars. Right. Hey, Montrez, boo. What's up? You want to see what this mouth do? I ain't gonna get the people too much. Mm-mm. We're not doing this with you, Cams. We're just gonna leave that up there. Mm. Okay, no problem. Share it with me, Tracy W, when you're done. Anyway, so, ooh, child. The dossier today, y'all, is real packed. It's a lot going on. I've been going for a while. Hey, Tracy. Hall monitors. Today's late bell will be at 5:45. 5:45 is late bell. 5:46. Get this good 12,000 word essay. 12,500 word essay. Let's be clear. 12,500 word essay for all these students of mine that roll up in here late. Hey, Tanya Boo. Mm, mm. But yeah, y'all, I gotta get into this dossier. It's real packed today. It's a lot. 12,500 words. We done been off all weekend. You had a whole 4 5 day weekend. Mm-mm. We're not playing with the people today. Hall monitors, hall passes are $150. This really could have been a politics live, y'all, but it was some other news. So I'm gonna start with the other news, and then we'll go into the politics stuff because it's a lot. There's a lot going on with politics. Hmm. So let me get this one out of the way before the Beehive get in here. Tracy said she was here before we started. Mm-mm. She said she was waiting for me at the jail. So listen, y'all. This is before Social Jeff and Xavier and all of the rest of the members of the Beehive come on here. Lord, I feel safe saying this before the Beehive come in here. Y'all understand she is not writing no thesis. Y'all understand, let me pop out these good bushes because I do not have time for nobody's good thesis. Hey, y'all know boo. Thank you for popping out the bushes. Hmm. So, two things involving Beyonce, okay? First thing, look at Janae falling out the bushes to represent the Beehive. First things first, the Beehive is losing their minds because Blue Ivy came up on stage. Oh, you said no, not you? Oh, okay. Blue Ivy was not nothing for y'all to be going up about. Baby, over the course of history, okay? Oh, I saw you, Sharice. I saw you, boo. But your late bell ain't ring yet, so you all right. Oh, I was supposed to swallow the whole thing for you, Cams, so you can see what this mouth do. Okay, so when I get the next one, Cam, I'm gonna put the whole next one in so you can see what this mouth do. I can put this one in my mouth because we skilled over here. You saw that, right, Cam? That's all you need, right? That's all you need, right? Okay, good. I won't have to do the next one then. Anyway, y'all so silly. So, did y'all did y'all see the video of Blue Ivy? She didn't do nothing but go on stage and did move left, move right, and then put her fist up. I was like, girl, what is this? Hey, Harold. Like, girl, what is this? Oh, you on your backup channel today, Harold. Okay. I'm not a whole asshole. I'm just good at what I do. Okay. Now listen. Hey, China White. So it's like for them, anything Beyonce does, anything she's attached to is above reproach. And can't nobody say nothing. Baby, Blue Ivy went out there, moved left, moved right. She wasn't even really like on beat like that. Like it was real mediocre. And these girls are out here acting like mama just done turned the world. Now we've seen child stars going back since the annals of time. So she gets no passes for being young and being a child because we've seen child stars all the time. Okay, so my thing about it is this, members of the Beehive, are y'all just celebrating mediocrity at this point? Is that what we're doing? I mean, I did see the AKA female wrestler. I did see her. Hmm. She came out in pink and green too, but that's another topic. Anyway, it just was like I don't know if we don't even know if Blue Ivy can sing and or dance. The few times I've heard her try to sing or whatever, it was a mess. It was a mess. That little dance that she did, girl, it was a mess. I'm not doing this. She's a child. Mm-mm. How old is Blue Ivy now? Like 14 to 15? Baby, there's children out there right now dancing and singing their ass off, okay? At like 8 and 9 years old. We can go up the block to any urban neighborhood and pick up a child and they will dance you under the table and they will sing you under the table. Where I come from, she 11. That ain't that young. I'm telling you, kids around here, that's what little kids do. They learn to dance. They can pop, lock, and drop it and do all the little hip dance steps. Can little kids sing? They absolutely can sing. But, and I'm not saying that she can't be proud of her child, she can't applaud her child. But these Beehive people are out here like Mama just revolutionized the world with Blue Ivy. Like, you know, she's gonna be the next star. And I'm like, girl, I'm not saying she won't be. However, based on what I saw, I don't know if it'll be in singing and dancing. Not unless you get some work. I mean, she don't got to be no star. Hell, her mama got money. Her daddy got money. Baby, sit there and spend their money. I just don't think that Beyonce has to force her child to go on stage and be an entertainer. She might want to be something else. I'm just saying. Why is her name Blue Ivy Child? I don't know. See, Ravine, is that right there? That's how you set the people up for failure. Oh, she did her best. Bless her heart. That's what you say to the little kids that look a mess. She tried her best. She tried her best translates to, baby, that's a mess, but we don't want to make you feel bad because you're a little child. So we just gonna say you tried your best. And I'm not picking at Blue Ivy. I'm picking at all of the people that I seen in the comments and on the internet acting like Blue Ivy had just done turned it. She didn't turn nothing. She didn't turn nothing. Okay. Oh, okay, this is the last one, y'all. Oh, okay, this is the last one. Yeah. Mm. Whew. Y'all judging me for eating three in a row. I feel the judgment oozing through the internet. Well, all the money that Beyonce got, she could have paid choreographers to work with her a little more. She could have got her some voice lessons. Baby Beyonce, girl, how they compare Blue Ivy to Aaliyah? Child, child. No, this is not dinner. It's just a snack. She can probably fart the national anthem. They do. It is the budget weights. You ain't wrong. It is the participation trophy era. You know how these Gen Zers are. Oh, she walked out on stage. Oh my God, it's the greatest thing ever, baby. She didn't do nothing. Yeah, I don't know where to get now. Aaliyah couldn't really sing like that, but Aaliyah could dance her face off. Now, the woman could dance her ass off, and you could never take away her ability to dance and entertain. Aaliyah could dance. Now, singing, she could carry a tune. She had a few bops, girl. She wasn't no singer like that. I'm just saying. And there is Xavier. Here he come. He must have heard us talking about Beyonce. Where's So Jeff? I know he's somewhere in the place. They don't heard us talking about Beyonce. We can't say nothing no more, y'all. We got to be quiet. And Harold in here too. You know Harold is a member of the Beehive too. You know they all be over here windmilling. Here we go. Here we go. I think Blue can do a whole lot of other things with her life. She don't have to ever worry about money being an option. So that means that whatever, you know, endeavor she wants to go into, go ahead. Let her, let her explore. But baby, entertainment don't have to be your thing. Keep it on with Beyonce. I saw the tribute that she did to Tina Turner with this slowed down version of River Deep Mountain High. I didn't really care for it. Did y'all hear her version, her slowed down version of like she? I don't know if her voice was off or whatnot, or if she knows she's trying to conserve her voice because she got like 65 tour dates. But she was singing like when I was a little girl. Like I thought she had to slip down into her baritone range. I was like, I would play it, but then I'm scared that because it's Beyonce, I'm gonna get a copyright strike, and I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, it's all over the internet. So she did a tribute to Tina Turner doing River Deep Mountain High, and it was a slow down version. It was a mess, y'all. It did not sound good to me. Not that she was singing off; it's just the arrangement for me. I'm not saying Beyonce can't sing, but it was like 2 or 3 octaves low. Like it sounded real, real low for Beyonce. And then at the same time, this slow down arrangement version of River Deep Mountain High. Y'all know River Deep Mountain High is an upbeat song. It's a fast song. And it was like this slowed down. I was like, girl, throw that shit away, Beyonce. Hmm. Mm-mm. She did. It sounded a mess. Now y'all not you see this, right? You see this is the bullshit that we're talking about, right? This is the world of make believe that the beehive lives in. They're waiting in Mr. Rogers's living room to get on a trolley and go over to the magical world of make believe with Mr. Rogers. I'm telling you. But they live in a world of make believe. Right, Tracy. Do Proud Mary, get it over with. I would have loved for her to do Proud Mary. Go ahead, do that, get it over with. But this slowed down version of River Deep Mountain High, baby, let that go. I don't know if she all programmed yet, Ravine, but baby, mm-mm. Right, Xavier. It's supposed to be up tempo, and that slowed down. And like I said, she was like real, real low on it, and it was like, oh, girl, I don't know if Tina would like this version, honey. Child. I'm not doing this with the beehive. So you knew it wasn't gonna be right, little baby. It was a mess. Please be clear. It was a whole ass mess. A whole ass mess. A mess. And I don't care if y'all beehive people out here. She sounded a mess. Anyway, that's our Beyond Skank news of the day. I'm off of her before we get too late in the before we get too late in the show. Mm, we're gonna get up off Beyond Skank. Mm, mm, mm. Ooh, child. This is so good. I'm trying to finish this so I can do my go ahead and do the rest of the show. Sharice said she ain't in no beehive, so she don't care. Mm. Ooh. Tanya, you still in Tampa? Well, you made it back. Tanya, that's my boo. She always on two wheels. Tanya always on two wheels. I ain't mad at her, honey. When I grow up, I'm gonna be like my boo Tanya, honey. Look at Xavier. I'm not doing this with you, Xavier. You don't scare me. Anyway, um, where am I at? Okay. All right, so let's see what else is in the dossier before we go all political. So this past weekend, as you know, was Memorial Day weekend. A lot of the major cities had a lot going on. If you were in DC, the girls were in DC for DC Pride this weekend. I'm sure Atlanta was overrun with people. Dallas was overrun with people. LA, Vegas, a lot of the major cities were swarming and engorged with tourists and vacationers and people, having a great time for Memorial Weekend for the long 4-day weekend. So I was home in Miami and enjoying myself this weekend in Miami this weekend. But not far from Miami, you have Fort Lauderdale Beach, which is a destination for a lot of people who don't want the fuckery and fuck shit of South Beach. South Beach is a whole situation, and if you're from Miami or you're from South Florida, you don't really go to South Beach like that because it's just a place where people go to drink and get arrested. Like it's so easy. Like you can breathe wrong on South Beach and be black, and they're ready to arrest you. Okay. So, um, what was I about to say? Oh, so in Fort Lauderdale Beach this weekend, there was a shooting, which is rare. They usually don't have shootings on Fort Lauderdale Beach like that. That's the beach that most of us, where's the spring? Most of us, who don't want to go to South Beach, Fort Lauderdale Beach is a very good destination. They got a strip there. They got all of the shops and bars there that you want to go to. So it's a really nice spot. The beach there is nice. The vibe is nice. It's just a good feel there on Fort Lauderdale Beach. But they had a shooting and at least 9 people were shot, including a child as young as 1 year old. You know, and Fort Lauderdale Beach has become an alternate for people who don't want all that South Beach has to offer. So a lot of tourists are starting to go to Fort Lauderdale Beach, and so this was a situation between people that, from what I'm understanding, got into a verbal altercation that turned into gunshots being fired. Someone as old as 65 was shot. someone, and I believe they said a child as young as 1 year old was shot, caught in the crossfire. You know, I- every day is a mass shooting. They said in this month alone, there's been almost 100 mass shootings in the month of May alone. I think they're up somewhere up in the 90s in terms of the number of mass shootings that have already happened in this month alone. Actually, Xavier, the geriatrics pretty much go further north to Palm Beach. That's where you find most of the geriatrics. Fort Lauderdale is not for the geriatrics. Palm Beach, and not even all of Palm Beach, but there are more sections of Palm Beach where you're going to find the geriatrics. The geriatrics are also moving further north, Central Florida. Like there's a whole mini city called the Village in the central part of Florida, and people know of it nationally because they were accused to have a lot of voter fraud in that area. Although the area is heavily Republican and conservative, just a bunch of old geriatrics illegally voting, but nobody has anything to say about them in the great state of Florida. The Village is about a good, maybe about 30 minutes north of Orlando, somewhere around there. Mm-hmm. Child. What time was the shooting? Um, it was yesterday, from what I understand, but I don't know what time it was. I don't think, from what I'm reading here, they say the police were called at 6:45 p.m. So, and they probably didn't have because there's always police in the area anyway. Yeah, you need to go to Palm Beach, find your sugar daddy. They got some real rich. Go to Palm Beach Gardens. You'll find a lot of well off, well to do Three Comma Club sugar daddies in that part of Palm Beach. Palm Beach Gardens in that area. Anyway, y'all. So at this point, who's the least garbage? What's the least garbage part of Florida? The least garbage part would be Fort Lauderdale. If you want to go outside of Florida, you can come to Miami-Dade County. That's not Florida. We don't consider ourselves Florida in Miami. I'm just being honest. But once you start to delve into Florida, some of the areas of South Florida, like Fort Lauderdale and Palm Beach, are okay. You can go there and be okay. Tampa, Orlando, even Tallahassee. Even Tallahassee is a good place to go to. I plan to go to Formula One for that. Oh, it's Key West and Key Largo. Okay, you can go to Key West and Key Largo. Key West is really expensive. People don't know that till they get there. It's a nice place to go and vacation. It's nice to hang out, but it's very expensive, especially with your hotel stays. Like you can go to Key West and a cheap hotel costs you like $300-400 a night at in Key West. So um but it's a nice tourist spot. Like you can go there, have a good time, go, do all of the stuff in the water and all of that stuff. Yeah, this was during the day. This was broad daylight, 6:45 p.m. Yeah, that's broad ass daylight. Hmm. So this stuff isn't stopping. The guns aren't going anywhere, and apparently neither are the mass shootings. So in other news, this came out over the weekend. You went to boot camp in Orlando? Oh, child. Oh, y'all, hold on. Let me go get this. Hold on, y'all. Let me get something because I need to drink. All right. Oh, okay. Because the way I'm set up. Hear that? So this story broke this weekend. I'm gonna just read the headlines. If this were a silly Saturday, I would just put the headline up and just say a bitch can't. But I'm gonna just let y'all run with this. This qualifies as a bitch can't. Here's the headline: Quentin Tarantino reportedly paid $10,000 to lick a stripper's feet. I'm gonna let y'all have it. What are we drinking today? The botanist. No paint thinner today, just the botanist. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all deal with that. Y'all heard the headline. I'm gonna let y'all grapple with that. You heard the headline right. Quentin Tarantino reportedly paid $10,000 to lick a stripper's feet. Hmm. See what y'all gonna do with that. Listen, y'all. There are people who are real heavy into the foot fetish situation and shit. That's just not my. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I don't get it, and I don't knock people if you have a foot fetish, baby, do get it how you live. If that's your fetish, everybody has a fetish, or and different things that they like to do that may be out of the norm. We all have them. And shouts out to you. It's just not my fetish. If you have a foot fetish, by all means, go ahead, get it how you live. Am I shocked that Quentin Tarantino would spend that much money? No, the man's a multimillionaire. If you go to the strip club, people who have the kind of money that Quentin Tarantino have, baby, you go to the strip club with several bands of money. And if you don't go with several bands of money, you go to the cashier at the strip club and they'll give you whatever you want. So you go there expecting to spend money. Hey, really, Beam. Y'all, it's 5:43. Remember, Hall late bell is at 5:45. They got 1 minute. Late bell is at 5:45. 12,500 word essay today. We doing whole dissertations. Since we had a 4-day weekend, you getting this good dissertation today. So foot fetish is how Lunel paid their bills. Listen, a lot of people get their bills paid through foot fetish. Here's what the person who say they saw it because they worked at the strip club said. He says, quote, he's sitting down. She's about to do her little take her top off, and he gets up, throws her on the fucking seat, takes her boots off one by one, both shoes, just starts licking the bottoms of her feet and sucking her toes. Her feet, he says that this went on for about 30 minutes. And by the time she was done, her feet looked like, when you take a bubble bath, like prunes. I think he gave her 10 G's. So he sucked the woman's toes. Look at Ariel popping out the bushes just in time. Look at Living Kush. So he sucked the woman's toes until they looked like prunes for 30 minutes and gave her 10 G's. I ain't mad at it. Baby, if you want to suck my toes for 10 G's, here they go right here. I ain't gonna stop you now. I'm not gonna stop you. I am not gonna stop you. Not the puffer fish treatment. Yeah. But he have that kind of money. He got the money to throw away like that. There are tons of celebrities right now who have all types of fetishes that they spend thousands of dollars on at the drop of a dime. They have that kind of capital and money to spend. So saying, oh, he spent 10K on that, I'm not surprised. Athletes, artists, musicians, rappers, and even politicians will go and spend 50K at a strip club like they just spent $5 down to Walgreens. A lot of them do the same thing at casinos. They'll drop $100,000, half a million dollars at a damn casino and not blink. 30 minutes of licking, baby, go ahead and lick your heart away. Just 30 minutes, girl. Make sure you get in between the little toe and the fourth toe. Just saying. Listen, I have told Quentin Tarantino they look very nice. I did get a pedicure while I was home. You are more than welcome to lick each one. I ain't gonna even charge you 10 grand. You can give me 9 grand. I don't need a whole 10. You can give me nine. I'll give you a discount today. Normally I charge 12, but we could do nine. I'll give you a discount, Quentin Tarantino. Here go nine. But if you're doing only giving me 9 stacks, I'm only giving you 20 minutes of licking. There you go, 20 minutes. 9K. Go ahead, get it how you live. I'll be back here drinking on my drink. I'm giving him a discount because I'm only making him do it for 20 minutes. I'm just saying. Listen, now I hear you. I hear you. Budgets weights. Most strippers I know do a pretty good job of keeping their feet, and nails. They do a pretty good job of keeping their feet really nice because they know a lot of men have foot fetishes. And so you see them often getting manicures and pedicures. Most strippers I know have nice feet. They make sure they go have Maylene and the girls, sand down those, dry edges on the ankles. I'm not on the ankles, but on the heel and on the bottom of the feet. They'll get a nice fresh coat of paint, or a fresh set, on their toes. They even go sit in the little thing. That's what I did this weekend. I sat in the thing where they put the fish in the bowl, and the fish eat all the dead skin off your feet. Baby, they was down there for a long time on my feet too. They was eating for life. It tickled, but that's what they did. hmm But baby, Quentin Tarantino, for 20 minutes, I only charge you 9K. No, most strippers I know, Jason, they have nice feet. I know quite a few scrippers because I'm a scripper and this is my life. I got bills to pay. A. Just saying. Listen, they trying to get a man flat. The man got 10K to waste on his fetish. I got a couple fetishes. If I had Quentin Tarantino money, would I spend my money on a fetish? I ain't gonna even lie. People be trying to make people feel bad. Listen, if you have that kind of money where 10K ain't gonna hurt you, some people ain't got that kind of money and they be spending thousands of dollars every weekend at the strip club. So if you do have that kind of money to throw away, baby, and you got a fetish and the woman is gonna supply your fetish, go ahead. You already at the strip club. You paying her to get, naked. Why not? Harold, tell him we gonna get these toes good and swallowed. Listen, put a 27 in the chat if you would refuse to let Quentin Tarantino suck on your feet for 10K. Put a 27 in the chat if you fall into the list of people who say Quentin Tarantino is not licking on my toes, feet, and nowhere down there for 10K. I know people who will let him do it for $10. Let's just be clear. But for 10K, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, if I had a lot of money, if I was a multi-millionaire like that, listen. Listen, they'll be calling me a whole lot of stuff. They'll be calling me a whole lot of stuff. They call me a whole lot of stuff now, and I am not a multimillionaire. I'm a thousandaire. But they call me all kind of stuff now. You can only imagine what they would be calling me if I was a millionaire. Not $10 in a Papado plate, child. Speaking of Papado, I'm gonna go to Papado this weekend. I might treat myself to Papado this weekend. I like Papado. I haven't been in a while. I think the last time I went to Papado, it was me, really be Abby, and Sir James, who's one of my subscribers, one of our subscribers, Sir James. What Vovo said right now, he could get it for $100 red too on the first. Okay, I have a problem with people touching my feet, and for 10K, I will just have to put a bag on my head and pray. Listen, for 10K, you do what you got to do. You'll break some rules for 10K. Crispy says she ain't got no late pass. She have a time zone pass. Out of hall monitors, hall monitors, hall monitors, monitor the doors. Hey, Crispy's boo. That's my boo right there. If you were a millionaire, you'd basically be a gay Tyler Perry. Isn't that a double entendre? Gay Tyler Perry is a let me shut up. A gay Tyler Perry with the listen, baby. I ain't mad at it. You see, Tyler Perry spends his money on the mess because baby, Tyler Perry do got a whole harem. Listen, Tyler Perry keeps him, and I am not mad at it. Let's be clear. The whole Tyler Perry Studios is a front for him to get his box beat in, and I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Get it how you live, Tyler. That's why when people be talking about Tyler, I ain't mad at it, Tyler. Boo, get it how you live. Because if it was me, I'd be getting it too. Exactly, Charlie White. That's what I'm saying. Gay Tyler Perry, like what? Oh God. Oh, just saying. I'm just saying. Listen, I keep telling y'all, whenever they have a new movie to come out, Tyler Perry does all of the casting for the men. For the men, Tyler Perry, I need who do you want to do casting? For all of the male characters, we need Tyler. Tyler is undefeated. He don't fuck off. I'm just saying. He does budget ways. But he works out the good fantasies, honey. Baby, listen, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry's box is probably beat the fuck in. Do you hear me? Tyler Perry can't have no more walls. Baby, the way that they probably be unmercifully blowing his back out, girl, just unmercifully. And I ain't mad at it either. They be so fine. Ooh, chat. Chat. Let me move on. Ooh, chat. Lord. Did y'all hear about Sarah Jakes this weekend snatching her wig off? He's gay adjacent. You know what? Not gay adjacent. Tyler Perry, top where? Girl, I'm not doing this with you. I'm not doing this with you, Harold. Harold, stop trolling us, Harold. Harold. So Sarah Jakes, daughter of TD Jakes, not to be confused with Cora Jakes. Cora Jakes is the daughter that stole that woman's child. We ain't talk about her. She's the one who stole. Yeah, Cora Jakes is the one that stole that woman's child and don't want to get that woman her child back. However, Sarah Jakes is the other daughter. That's the daughter that TD Jakes told she could take over the Women Thou Art Loose franchise or whatever you want to call it. Child. Oh, toppled, not a top. Right. He's been toppled. He ain't a top. Cha- Um, a mess. Anyway, her wig was sliding while she was preaching this weekend. And so she just went on ahead and snatched it off and then tried to, angle it in her sermon to try to make it like, you know, meaningful in her sermon. Y'all want to see the video? Hold on. I think we have the video. Let me show y'all this good video. See if we can't get this video up for y'all. Okay. Here's the video. She did look a mess, but I'm gonna show the video. I'm gonna show y'all. She looked a mess, a damn mess. All right. So share screen. All right. There it is, right there. It don't have no sound. That's what it told me. Y'all see her? Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can get the sound. This one don't have no sound to it. See, she just snatched it on off. A mess. It looks a damn mess. And that was so spiritual. Baby, the woman hair wig fell off. That was not no sign from God that she got extra oil or whatever. Baby, she ain't put enough wig glue. Let's be clear. They try to get all deep and spiritual. Oh, oh. Now I've heard the phrase God will make something out of nothing. But baby, mm-mm. I wasn't here for it. I wasn't here for it. And I'm not saying you can't have moments, but I mean, girl, the way these people was at this church, getting all deep with it, as if it was just some religious experience or some deep moment, with God touching her with, if y'all don't go fall the fuck back and find something to do with y'all life and sit the fuck down some goddamn where. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sit the fuck down somewhere. I did hear something about that they was running the shade room. I did hear that that the Jakes family was attached to the people who run the shade room. I did hear that. I don't know how true that is, but that is what I heard. Mm, I'm just saying, what happened to the days? Oh, oh, okay. Mia just put in the members only chat. Shout out to Mia, who's a member. Hold on, Mia. Let me take this out the members only chat and show it. Hold on, because we don't want people to see our members only chat. That's only for us. If you ain't no member, you can't see inside the members only chat. Shout out to the members of the members only chat. Why do I still have the Tina Turner background up? Let me put the Tina Turner background to rest. We remember Tina. Go back to our regular background. All right. So, all right. Here we go.
Took her wig off and set the place on fire. One of the best messages ever.
I don't think there's anything more beautiful. An opportunity. Child, my wig is up. Well, tell me about it. I don't care. Y'all don't think this is my hair, do you?
We don't.
I really don't care. Because none of this is really necessary. Because I recognize what is really necessary. If the wig stay on or not, if the shoes stay on or not, I know what I'm really here for. I understand that I came here to lock in on something. So you can make the memes and make the videos. At the end of the day, one thing I know for sure is that me and God locks in on a word. And if this is a distraction, then let it fall off. Because at the end of the day, I believe that I am called to bring breakthrough in this room. And if I'm in the way of the breakthrough, then move me out of the way. Because what I want more than anything is for him to have his way. So I'm locked in on what God wants to do in this place. And if miracles are going to break out, then let a wig fall off. If miracles are going to break out, then let the shoes come off. If miracles are going to break out, y'all think I need this? I don't need this. I do it because it makes me look good. But at the end of the day, I know what's good. I know that if he goes before me, I know that if his spirit breathes in this room. Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost, Holy Ghost. I came for power. I came for breakthrough. I came so somebody could get healed. I came so somebody could experience the wonder-working power of God. I heard that God is still performing miracles. So I asked God to let me be a part of it. And I don't care if I gotta be embarrassed. If you get the glory at the end of the day, see, don't let it fool you. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. The worst thing you can do is make it about you when God is trying to use you. If you make it about you when God is trying to use you, you'll miss the moment when glory can come through you. So I'm locked in. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Let's go. What's up? We've been in a fight before. Now wait a minute. When we've been in a fight before, do we or do we not have to let a few things snatch off so that we can show them at the end of the day, I'm about it for real. I don't care what it takes. I gotta make it to the other side. I don't care what it takes. Do you think the woman with the issue of blood cared about her hair? Do you think the woman with the issue of blood cared about what she looked like? The woman, all right, I'm about to take it off. It ain't never. It ain't never.
I've had enough. I've had enough. But you so deep and spiritual. What was this deepness and spirituality when your sister was right here stealing these people cheering that she still ain't gave back? I'm just saying, where was all of this then? I gotta move on, y'all. I don't have this. I don't have the time to break down Sarah Jakes because let's be clear, Sarah Jakes wants everything in her power to have the same mantle that her father had. She's trying to get the Elisha treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like she would love to have the mantle fall off from her dad, Thomas Dexter, and fall off on her. Girl, I just don't be feeling, and I've heard her speak a couple times. Baby, I just don't be feeling her like that. Baby, and for all of this deepness, where was all of this energy for Cora, who's still around here stealing people cheering? I got a whole dissertation I could do on the Jakes family, but I'm gonna be quiet. Starting with Sarita. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise him, all ye people here below. Anyway, yeah, I believe it's Thomas Dexter. I'm almost sure it's Thomas Dexter. Like, girl, girl. I'm just saying. Sarita is TD Jake's wife. That's TD Jakes' wife. Child. There's a whole sermon on the Jakes family by itself, but we ain't got time to break them down today. We're moving on. I think I got through all my non. Yeah, that's all my non. I was going to talk about how Danny Lee got arrested in Miami for DUI, running hit and run. She ran over somebody, fractured their spine and all, and did a hit and run. But they still offered this hooker bond for 9,500. She got a $9,500 bond, meaning she could pay $950 and get out of jail. I'm just saying. Child, child. I don't have the energy. Danny Lee, we ain't got time today. We got to get out of here. Because we got a lot of other important things. I don't like the fact that they gave that it was a hit and run DUI. The person has a fractured spine. This woman has boatloads of cash to play around with, baby, and all y'all gave her was a $9,500 bond. That bond was supposed to be set at $500,000. Girl, get it how you live. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You were drunk as hell. It's Memorial Day weekend. You drinking and driving. You make enough money where you can have a driver. You drinking and driving. You done hit this man, um, and fractured this man's spine. Girl. Let me see what this mug shot looking like. That oh oh, it ain't that bad, but here's the mug shot. If you want to see the mug shot, here it is. There's the mug shot. She looked drunk as hell. So like I have no understand. I'm more upset at the travesty that we call the criminal justice system that y'all only gave her a $9,500 bond. That's a whole child, a mess, a mess. I mean, Uber, Lyft, something, honey. They even have a new app called Hitch where you could do like ride sharing service from city to city where you can go long distances now through ride sharing services. And it's called Hitch. I found that out. You don't have no excuse, honey. None. I don't have time. We have too many other things to go over today. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender conforming members of our audience, it's time for your sugar spike moment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major sugar spike.
So now, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major sugar spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
All right. So where do we go first? Let's go here first. So as you all know, y'all's president, Joseph Robinette Biden, decided that he was going to broker a deal or compromise, take it up the asshole with no Vaseline and no condoms, with House Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy, and they came up with this deal to raise the debt ceiling. Now, nobody on either side is happy. Us progressives over here are windmilling the air right now at Joseph Biden and his fuck shit with even agreeing to sit down with these terrorists that they call the Republicans in the House. Republicans also want no parts of this deal that they quote unquote brokered. So much so that there's already a Republican representative, Dan Bishop, Republican out of the great state of North Carolina, who has already said he's not here for none of it. And he is not unopposed to making the motion to vacate the speakership. Now remember, it took Kevin McCarthy like 15 or 16 tries and votes in order to get to the seat. And one of the compromises that he had to make was, at any moment, if one person authored a motion or made a motion on the House floor to vacate the speakership, that could happen. If one member of his caucus, the Republican caucus, raised, or authored a motion to vacate the speakership, it automatically would happen, which changed the House rules, because that's not the rule. That's not the rule or the number that you need in order to make that happen. But they changed it just so he could compromise and appease these people. But we saw this coming. Anytime he did something that they didn't like, we knew they already were locked and loaded and ready to snatch it from him. And so now we may be going down that road. The House Freedom Caucus is already on record saying they want no parts of this deal, and many of them have already gone out on record saying they'll be voting against this measure to raise the debt ceiling. But Republican Dan Bishop is already on record saying that he has no problem with anybody that wants to file a motion to vacate the chair. Now, he says he hasn't decided if he'll file that motion yet, but he did say that he will go and he'll confer with members of his caucus and other people who may be aligned with doing it and see if anybody's down for doing it so they can get this vote in. and then we'll be back at the House not doing anything and having vote after vote after vote after vote to figure out who's going to be the speaker. Budget waits. I've been saying that for months now. Y'all got all of these issues talking about how much money we can't afford, but we continue to give hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine in a war that's not our war, that's not our fight, and has nothing to do with us. But we sending billions of dollars over to fighting these other people's war. Speaking of, since we're on that topic, let's talk about some of the things that they gave up in order to some of the things that the Dems gave up in order to make this happen. Since we want to talk about the amount of money that we gave to the Ukraine, and then in one breath they want to give hundreds of billions of dollars to Ukraine, but in the next breath they want to tell people, actual citizens of these yet to be United States of America, that they have to take, less government assistance. One of the things they did was um in the new agreement that they had, if this passes right now, in order to receive um SNAP benefits from the government, it says that if you are 18 to 49-year-old male, you have to work unless you're disabled. But if you are 18 to 49-year-old male, actually, I believe it's whether or not you are male or female. If you are 18 to 49 with no dependents, you got to go out and get a job, and they will only give it to you for 3 months. The new measure is raising that from 49 to 54. So now it's going to be, the cutoff will be at the age of 54, where if you are uh, without child or don't have any dependents and you apply for SNAP, you got to go out here and get a job. You have 3 months. Now, critics of this is saying that that's going to hurt a whole lot of people that are already living in poverty. And like I said, y'all just raining free money all over the globe. If you looked at the trillions of dollars that we spend, and I did say trillions of dollars that we spend around the globe for situations and countries with different things that have nothing to do with us, but yet a fraction of that you could take and use and spend to even further beef up SNAP programs and other programs that could help citizens within your own country. It just baffles the mind. Here are some of the other things that Joseph Robinette Biden gave up. There's going to be a freeze on all non-military spending. They okayed the Mountain Valley Pipeline, which most global economists, not economists, environmentalists say is going to devastate the environment in the areas surrounding that Mountain Valley Pipeline. They have it will roll back the National Environmental Policy Act, which includes a lot of things that helps with global warming and the use of fossil fuels. They have cut aid to families by imposing work requirements for social safety net programs like TANF and SNAP. They have weakened the ability for the IRS to crack down on the wealthy, meaning those programs that the IRS had in place to check and see which one of these wealthy people are doing like Donald Trump has been doing for years and evading taxes and evading paying taxes. They're going to cut out that program that looks into trying to figure out who's defrauding and cheating the IRS. That's the wealthy people, just the wealthy people though. And also in this, last but certainly not least, the agreement would restart the student loan payment program for millions of people across the country. Don't kill the messenger. So yeah, so remember how Biden was like, "Oh, I want to give, student loan relief." Now now that's one of his compromises that he's willing to give up. Don't kill the messenger. I can't even labor long on these issues. I just have to go through them and tell you what's going on. In more news, because it don't get no better. In more news, 45, y'all former president, has pledged that on day one in office, he plans to sign an executive order that would end birthright citizenship. Now, most people have said that legally he can't do that because it would be in direct violation of the 14th Amendment. But he says he has it within, on good legal solid ground that he can do that. We don't trust anything that young man said that somebody told him he could do. But what this is this their attempt to force out children that were born in this country and are legal citizens of this country by being born here. But because their parents may be migrants or in their case, in their estimation, illegal immigrants, they would no longer have citizenship. Now, there are only two groups of people who, when they're born in this country, they don't get, they aren't afforded automatic citizenship. That is Native Americans, and those are the Native Americans who are born on Native American reservations and on their own on the land that they own, where they are not subject to United States laws and policies, rules, edicts, and bills. They're not, under United States law. So Native Americans born on Native American land and reservations. That's the first group. The second group are diplomats. If you are a diplomat, you come into this country and by some way you and or maybe you came with your wife and your wife has a baby while she's here, or you're the diplomat yourself and you have the baby while you're here. That child is also not afforded um, birthright citizenship because they're not under the laws of the United States technically because they're diplomats, so they're under the laws of their country. So those are the only two. Everybody else, since they are subject to the laws of the United States and they have to abide by all of the laws of the land, they are afforded when they are born here. They have birthright citizenship, and that is what's decided with the 14th Amendment. Let me tell you what's so egregious about what the young man is doing. He purposely did it on the 125th anniversary of the the United States Supreme Court case, the United States versus Wong Kim Ark, which was the landmark case that upheld the 14th Amendment and said that if a child is born on U.S. soil, they get birthright citizenship. If they hook up with a citizen and have a baby, that baby is afforded citizenship. If they don't hook up with a baby, with a citizen, if they have that baby here on American soil, that baby is deemed an American citizen. Oh, you talking about the diplomats? They still wouldn't not unless the person that they hook up with is the carrier of the baby, and that person is, if the diplomat has sex with an American citizen, then that's different. That child will get citizenship because their parent is an American citizen, so they automatically get citizenship. So that's different. Plus, so I don't know what y'all talk about in the chat. This is why I never bought into student loan forgiveness. These folks want their child. So that's what Cheeto Man said. This is our last story of the day because I know we got to get off here. It's almost 6:30. We got to get off here. So Republicans and conservatives around the country are losing their minds. Remember this video right here, y'all? Remember this? What? Remember this?
America presents Real Women of Politics.
Real women of politics.
Today we salute all the real woman leaders of this great country.
Real women don't have to fake it.
Real women doing real things.
Real women work too hard for this.
Some big companies can't tell the difference between real and fake anymore.
Real people know the difference.
That's why we're introducing the Real Women of Politics koozie.
Real women of politics.
Now, you can salute the real women of politics at every backyard barbecue and tailgate. And if it covers up the label of a big woke company, well, that works too.
Real women of politics.
Order your Real Women of Politics koozie today.
Now, that commercial came because one of our trans sisters, I can't remember this woman's name at all, but one of our trans sisters went on her Twitter and made and had a Bud Light and, you know, did like a little video on, you know, Bud Light supporting trans lives. And Budweiser, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light, they retweeted it and, you know, affirmed their support for the trans community. Conservatives around the country, y'all's girl Quasimodo, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders had issue with that, and they created those koozies to cover up the Bud Light can. Now they ain't gonna stop drinking their Bud Light or their Budweiser or all of the beers made by Anheuser-Busch, because degenerates, white trash around the country love themselves some Bud Light and Budweiser. Let's just be clear. But those koozies were made to cover up the name of the beer so that you could drink your beer in peace, but don't look like you're supporting wokeism, right? So they were all in a pickle about that. Not because, you know, racist people love Anheuser-Busch. Now these same people find themselves in another pickle because another country that has purported to be bigoted toward LGBTQ plus people, now it's been brought to light. They already had a vice president of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, but there was an announcement over the weekend that they were a new person was being, you know, put into that position. There was going to be a new person that was getting that position, have been hired for that position, and conservatives have lost their minds. What's the company, you ask? I'm glad you asked. The company is Chick-fil-A. Now, y'all know Chick-fil-A was on record saying that they are not here for anything LGBTQ. They are staunchly religious. They are, that's why they're closed on Sundays, because people need to be at church, this, that, and the third. So over the weekend, it was announced that they were going to hire Eric McReynolds to be their vice president of diversity, equity, and inclusion. And the people are saying that Chick-fil-A has now gone woke. Now, they've had other initiatives in the past that have, you know, that have helped to raise DEI or to bring DEI to light. But apparently the straw that broke the camel's back was them announcing that they were going to have a vice president over diversity, equity, and inclusion. Here's what Mr. McReynolds, the new vice president, had to say about it. He says that, quote, Chick-fil-A restaurants have long been recognized as a place where people know they will be treated well. Modeling care for others starts in the restaurant, and we are committed to ensuring mutual respect, understanding, and dignity everywhere we do business. End quote. Now, there was a Chick-fil-A store that got some flack recently because one of the teens that work there is non-binary, and that teen was the employee of the month. And that local Chick-fil-A tweeted that employee out, and some of the customers in the area spoke about how great of a person that worker was. They identify as non-binary. It's a teen. It is a black teen as well. But as you can probably imagine, the bigots swarmed and started to attack this this person. And it's awful. So there are people calling for them to stand by their Christian values and all kinds of stuff. Listen, these people are not going to stop. Let me tell you how far they go. Listen to this. Last April, activists in Texas sued the city of San Antonio over a policy preventing Chick-fil-A from opening in the city's airport due to what it called, quote, anti-LGBTQ behavior, end quote. While the lawsuits earned support from the likes of Texas Governor Greg Abbott, the Supreme Court ruled there wasn't enough evidence to prove the city had violated previous religious freedom laws. Chick-fil-A ultimately chose not to pursue a San Antonio International Airport location. In May 2022, Michigan State Representative Steve Carrer reportedly celebrated the impending overturn of Roe v. Wade by treating colleagues to, quote, God's chicken from Chick-fil-A. So the conservatives and bigots of the world look to Chick-fil-A to uphold their standards of racism, discrimination, and bigotry. That's where all of the bigots and racists go to eat God's chicken, because they will not stand for anything LGBTQ. And so when the city of San Antonio said, nah, Chick-fil-A, we're not going to let you open shit at our airport until you get rid of your anti-LGBTQ policies, we're not letting you open here. And their Supreme Court supported it. And Greg Abbott was mad. So, yeah, we still ain't, over here high-fiving Chick-fil-A just because they have a vice president of DEI. Because a lot of these places, as you know, they'll just have somebody there on paper and not really be doing anything to move the needle within that company with regard to diversity, equity, and inclusion. They just want to look good on paper. And so what happens is when somebody comes and challenges them and says, wait, y'all are not about diversity, equity, and inclusion, they can say, no, we have a whole vice president, a whole VP of diversity, equity, and inclusion. What are you talking about? That VP is, they're going to break out some big manual that's going to show, oh, yes, we teach this in our environment, knowing all the while they don't want no parts of it. Please be clear. Chick-fil-A is still as racist and as bigoted as it can be. However, we'll monitor the situation. If it was my child, I would not send my child, especially my child who's non-binary, to work at nobody's Chick-fil-A, because they don't want you working there anyway. And you have a lot of bigots that work there that will make no bones about discriminating against you while you're at the workplace. A mess. A mess. I think I'm gonna end it right there, y'all. I have a couple more stories, but I don't want to go over time today, so I'll end it right there. Listen, y'all. Y'all put some shout outs in the chat before we get out of here. I definitely want to come in, come in front of y'all today because I know I haven't been on for a couple of days. I've been out. We all been on vacation for the holiday weekend. So I want to definitely come on and say hi to y'all. I think we're supposed to be on Darren Green's channel tonight for the Tracy, can you find Darren's channel and put Darren's channel in the chat? I think we're supposed to be on Darren's channel tonight for the Real Housewives of Atlanta, for the Real Housewives of Atlanta panel. We're supposed to be there tonight. It is probably going to be around 8. I think it's supposed to be at 8. I'm not sure. Yeah. Anyway, as I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They're much obliged and much appreciated. You can always add to the snack fund here, or so we can get some more popsicles. The crab fund, the snack fund, the popsicle fund. You can always do that here. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here, y'all. I think Really B's probably going live shortly if she isn't already. So we'll go over there and we'll support her. There's Darren's channel right there. If you want to come on over, it should be about 8 o'clock, somewhere around there, maybe a little after. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.